It's episode 89 of Robbie's Cooking Sunday, everybody. 89 episodes. I get amazed every week by how many we've done. It won't be far off 2 years soon, will it, Robbie? It's not episode 100, it's 104, isn't it? Oh, it's not too long until episode 100. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, just ignore that. None of that took place. Okay, so this week we're doing another sweet dish. We seem to have done quite a few of those lately. And this week we are doing Whities, which is what Robbie is calling white chocolate brownies. Now, I learned something new this week because I thought a white chocolate brownie and a blondie were the same thing, and apparently they're not. If you melt the white chocolate into the mix, it's a white chocolate brownie, and if you just put chocolate chips into the mix but don't melt any chocolate, it's a blondie, apparently. So anyway, we're doing white chocolate brownies, otherwise known as Whities, this week. So you basically make it like normal brownies, but instead of the dark chocolate, you add white chocolate. So we're in the process of breaking that up, and I'm having to help Robbie do that with the phone in one hand. So we've got 300 grams of chocolate here. One good thing about brownies is you don't have to be too exact with the ingredients. And we're going to melt that in. We need to get the other packet of chocolate. That's only half of it. We're going to melt that in with 150 grams of butter, which is here. So we'll put that in, and we'll use the packet to grease the greaseproof paper for the tin afterwards. So we're going to keep going with that, and then we're going to put it on. We haven't put it in a bain-marie. I guess you could do that, but I usually find actually if you melt the butter that you don't as well. You don't really need to. Then we will come back to you for the next bit once it's all melted. Okay, here is the melted mixture. It smells buttery at the moment and it looks very yellow. I'm hoping that the finished product is going to sort of smell better than that. Yeah, next thing is sugar. So the next thing we've got to do is we've got to sort of do our mixture. So 300 grams of sugar. This is not a low sugar option, I can assure you. The sugar's... Hang on, no, because otherwise you're going to have a massive lump come out there. Can I help? Hang on, just hold that a moment. Just hold that a moment, hold the phone a moment. I'm going to try and get it some out. There we go. Right, how's that looking? That's about right, 300 grams. Right, put that in the bowl, I think. I don't quite know what way around that should go. Right, take the lid off the bowl. Let's just squash the sugar a bit so it's a bit softer. Because we don't want too many lumps to have to get out of the final mixture. Right. Okay. So this is soft, light, soft brown sugar. Okay, and then the next thing we'll do the eggs in a moment, Robbie. We need to tip the mixture into the pan, into the bowl. So do you want to do that or shall I do that? We're going to do that together. Right, and then you need to mix it round with the fork. We need to get all of that out. So you need to scrape it out. You need to turn the spoon over, Robbie, to scrape it out. Like that, yes. Great. Okay, then use a fork to mix it round. Give it a good mix. You do want it all mixed in together. Yeah, probably needs a bit more mixing than that. Right, okay. It'll be a while. Just bear with us. Right. Okay, I'll carry. It does look a bit yucky. It will be nice when it's finished. Right, I'm going to carry on mixing. This is quite different actually to the chocolatey one, in that the mixture has gone quite cake-like.
So will there be Whities failures?
I don't think there'll be Whities failures. There'll still be some sort of cake. Right, next thing, 3 eggs. 3 eggs. the mixture, the heat's also gone out of the mixture very quickly.
It almost looks a bit like apple crumble.
It does look a bit like crumble mix. Yes, you're quite right, Robbie. Right, okay. You get some eggs in. I'll get you another fork for the eggs. Right, how much shell am I going to have to rescue from those eggs?
How many eggs is that?
Sorry?
How many eggs is that?
3. I'm just going to take that out of the way. Right, now give the eggs a really good mix with that fork. And then we'll... Yes. Okay, right, let's put the final little mix round. I'm not quite doing the same dance. You can't see it, but I can assure you I'm not. I'm quite interested how the tongue moves with the fork. Right, okay, come on then, put the eggs in. All in, yeah. Right, okay, let's just give these... Possibly need to do this slightly more gradually. Right, I think they're going to need a really good mix round. So just hold the... Oh, you're going to do it. Really, really good mix round. Actually, that looks more like a brownie texture, doesn't it? Oh, yes, a whitey failure texture. Right, okay. Right, just hold that a moment while I just give it a really good stir. Excellent. Right, okay, and then we need to put some flour in. So for that, we're going to need a spoon rather than a fork. So we're going to use plain flour, in which you better get some baking powder. So we don't need too much flour. So if you measure out 100 grams. And then we need a teaspoon of baking powder. Is that 100 grams?
Yeah.
Right, put that in. And then measure a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, teaspoon of baking powder. Shall I help you with that? Having a few difficulties with the lid of the baking powder. Let me give you a hand. Right, excuse me everyone. Right, you hold the spoon. Hold the spoon. And that's not that. Right, we are still here. But that's not the spoon. That's not the spoon we're going to use for the baking. So I'm going to put the baking powder in. There we are. Right, now give it a good mix round, Robbie. Wow, that's going right and round. Try to keep the flour in the bowl. Right, now while Robbie's doing that, I'm just going to move the baking powder to the relative safety of the corner of the work surface and put the lid on. I have greased the tin. I've got my sous chefly responsibilities. So once it's fully mixed in, and I'm just going to hold the phone again and I make sure it's fully mixed in, because it's quite easy with brownies to end up with a bit of unmixed in stuff stuck at the bottom. So, and I can see in this one that there's some bits where the mixture isn't quite mixed in. So, right, I think we're there. Right. They do look like blondies actually, but they should taste different, hopefully. Right, anyway, put them in there, put them in the tin. I would tip the mixture in, because otherwise you're going to be here all night. Take the spoon out, because I can't tip, because all that will happen is the spoon will land in it. Right, Robbie, hold the spoon over the tin. Hold the spoon over the tin. That's tin. The tin that the mixture is going to go into. Right, hold the phone, please, because I can't do this one-handed. Please, thank you. Right. Right, we are putting the mixture into the tin. I need to just straighten out this baking paper as well. So, right, great. Let's just see how the oven is doing. There we go, just straightening out the paper a little bit. Oven's not quite heated up yet, so we're going to put it in the oven for about half an hour. The good news is that now, after this slightly epic and chaotic journey towards getting some whitey mixture in the tin, is that we don't have to do, Robbie, hold the camera back. We don't have to do anything else now until we've actually, well, at all. We just need to show you what we've got cooked at the end. So we will do that very soon. Happy Easter, everybody. It's episode 88 and it's an Easter special. So I offered Robbie two options today for our Easter special. One was a very sophisticated Mary Berry. You might remember that we did Mary Berry hot cross buns last year. And one was a chocolate mini egg fudge thing. And you can guess which one Robbie chose. So what are we calling this? Chocolate mini egg fudge? Yeah, that'll do. This was actually borrowed from the internet from somebody or other. So we need chocolate, more chocolate, chocolate to top it, and then condensed milk, which, as everybody knows, is absolutely rammed with sugar. So yes, probably more than 75% chocolate, and the sugar content I don't even want to think of. So anyway, we have broken up our chocolate into the bowl. Robbie is going to do some mini egg crushing because we have to crush them. Oh, that's good mini egg crushing. We don't have to overdo it. Just, should we do it for 10 more seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Do the end as well. What am I at? 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give it a couple more bashes for luck. Ready? Lovely. Right, okay. Next thing we need to do, we're going to do this in the microwave because we did fudge before and it was a bit of a failure. So we're going to do our fudge this time in the microwave because I've actually been told it's easier. So can we pour the condensed milk on top of the chocolate? I mean, it's going to be chocolatey and gooey and more chocolate and incredibly bad for you. So, you know, there we go. Excellent. Right, okay, that will do. Now, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do the fudge. So, I think we're going to... It's going to be full of cough germs anyway. But let's try and see. So, if we microwave it on high for a minute and just see what it all looks like. I think we've just got to basically stir it round at regular intervals until it looks fudge-like. So, let's have a go. We'll come back to you shortly. Right, so this is after 1 minute. So we're going to put it back in the microwave for another minute. We reckon about 3 minutes, so we will see. Definitely looking thicker. We're going to put it in for another minute though. And hopefully it will look more fudgy. So this is looking okay after 3 minutes, but I think we might just have to do it for a bit longer so it doesn't end in complete failure. So I'm going to just pop it in the microwave for a little bit longer, and we will, go from there. I think it needs to go in for. I'm going to put it for 2 minutes. Right, we've done it. So it took us about 5 minutes, but I reckon that looks pretty thick and gloopy and is going to work. It's going to be some sort of sweet. Right, Robbie is going to pour the crushed mini eggs in and we'll see how well they've crushed. Oh, not a bad job, Robs. Get them all in. Yeah, there we go. Excellent job. Okay, just need to give that a bit of a stir. Robbie, can you give that a bit of a stir? And then we need to put them into this pan, which I'm sort of, well, I've attempted to line with greaseproof, but I'm good at that. But that'll be fine, because we don't want them to melt into it, so just give them a light stir. Yeah, because they're starting to melt into it. So we need to just tip it in. I think actually we should have probably left that to cool because the mini eggs have melted in. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Right, can I help? Because I'm just worried the mini eggs are just going to completely melt. Right. Oh, that's a shame. Right, hold that, please. We didn't want to stir it in too much. And, oh well, never mind. Okay. Well, it's right, we will get some of those spare mini eggs, which Joe's, but I think he's got plenty of chocolate, and we'll put those in and rescue it a little bit. Right, and then we've just got to sort of press it in to the that'll do. And then, do you want to just pop some of these mini eggs in? Oh, is it a pattern? What about the people on this side? Did they not get any chocolate?
It's an R.
It's an R. Fantastic. So it's Robbie fudge. Excellent. Do you want me to get some more eggs to try and put on that side for people? Or it doesn't have to be mini eggs. It could be like a different name. Right, okay. So we'll come back to you one more time when this is set and just to see how it looks. And see if we can actually cut it into fudge pieces this time.
Okay.
Robbie looks a bit grumpy because I don't think they're very white, but I was trying to explain to him it's cake, and it's, yeah, it's always going to look like that. So anyway, we're going to do a taste test now, aren't we, Robbie, to see if they taste the white chocolate.
I don't want that.
Can I taste one? I'm going to taste one. Excuse the chomping sound.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Thanks, Robbie. I think they do. I don't think they taste as chocolatey as dark chocolate brownies do. But they're perfectly all right. So, what do you think? Do you think that's a success or a failure?
Middle.
Middle. Okay. Not desperately impressed, but okay. All right, that's it, everybody, from Robbie's Cooking Sunday. We'll see you next week for another episode. Bye-bye, everyone.